Yes. Can you introduce a little bit about yourself?
My name is Emily. I'm 13 years old and I live in Hanoi.
Okay, Emily, 13 years old. And now let's start with the IELTS speaking. Now let's start with the first question. What do you like to do in your leisure time?
In my leisure time, I enjoy reading and listening to music. When I have more time, I would sometimes hang out with my friends or my family. All these activities above can help me release stress and relax after a long busy day just working and studying.
How much time do you have each week for doing things you enjoy?
I usually have 12 to 18 hours for doing the things that I enjoy. It also depends on my daily workload, but I try to allocate time for myself every day.
Do you think people have enough leisure time nowadays?
It depends on a person's daily workload. Some people says that their daily schedule are too busy that they don't have time for themselves, while others are able to separate that time and have time for their own.
Do you prefer to spend your leisure time alone or with others? Why?
I would prefer to spend my leisure time alone, as no one can interrupt me. I can do things that I like, such as listening to a song that I love or reading a comic.
What kind of activities do you find most relaxing?
Reading and listening to music, while a good story can teach us many penetrating lessons, then a good melody can bring up our mood.
Do you think leisure activities are important? Why or why not?
Yes, leisure activities are paramount of importance because it can release stress, and I think if people don't have their leisure time, they will have to live an overwhelming and exhausting life.
How has the way you spend your leisure time changed over the years?
When I was small, about 5-6 years old, I used to wander around my neighborhood playing chase with the other kids in the quarter. But now, since the COVID-19 pandemic began and spread its virus everywhere, and because of the development of the techniques such as TV, phones and computers, I've spent my time staying at home more recently to just listening for a new release song or reading a comic.
Are there any activities you would like to try in your free time?
I think I will try martial arts in the future. It can improve both my mental and physical health, as it releases stress and makes me become stronger.
Do you think it's important to have hobbies?
Yes, because if people don't have hobbies, they will live tiredly, and just working makes them feel overwhelming and exhausting.
How do you usually spend your weekends?
On weekends, I usually hang out with friends, spend time with my family, or just sit at home relaxing with a song that I love or my favorite comic book.
That's the end of part 1 now. Okay, I will give you a note for the presentation. Here's your note. You will have 1 minute to prepare.